Hey everybody. Oh my goodness. Are you feeling it? It's crazy. I got ready to go to bed last night and my ears were just screaming. It's the energies coming in are intense. Okay, I'm going to be flat out honest with you. The Schumann Resonance, a friend of mine sent me a message this morning and the Schumann Resonance is off the chart. If you understand the Schumann Resonance, please reach out to me because that's something I have not wrapped my brain around yet. There's a lot I've wrapped my brain around, but that's one of them that I have not. So if you understand that, please reach out to me because I want to understand it better. Okay, I mean, I know it's a positive thing. I know it's higher than it has been like probably forever. So, but anyway, that what are you feeling? Okay? Let me know what you're feeling because this week three people, including myself, well, in addition to myself and my husband, have reached out to me and said, "What is going on? Why do things feel so crazy?" Well, that's what I'm going to tell you. Because, in fact, somebody reached out to me, 2 days ago, and said, "Is it just me or the energy's off?" And I told them, I said, because I know they have studied Wicca, and I told them, I said, "No, the energies are. It's not you. The energies are intense." Okay, and I posted to a friend, I sent a message to a friend of mine and I said, they're feeling it. And she said, "It's crazy that you say that because her daughter that same morning said, everything feels upside down. It's like you have this feeling that things are just not right. Things are off. Something's coming. Something's going to happen, but you don't know what it is." Yeah. And back to the original person that said, "Is it just me?" And I told him, I said, "No, it's not just you. It's everywhere. The planets are lining up, the energy's coming in, everything is breaking loose at the moment, and it needs to." And I told him, I said, "You need, now more than ever, you need to step into what you understand of Wicca, and you need to ground yourself." Because I know somewhere in I don't understand it totally. I only know what they've told me. But in there somewhere, they have to have a practice for grounding. And their response back to me was, the first thing they talk about in the books is how to ground, because that is the basis for everything. And I told them, I said, "Well, see, there you go." That should tell you something. That should tell you that I'm not so far off base, because I had just told them to ground. A message I got this morning talking about the Schumann Resonance and how powerful it is and how intense it is. At the end of their message, they said, "Ground, ground, ground." So this is the time. You can't stop what's coming, nor do you want to stop what's coming. What's coming is bigger than you, is bigger than me. Because it's huge. It is the shift we've been waiting for. Now, it's not going to be an easy, smooth sailing, but what I will tell you is if you ground and you step into the positive and you focus on the positives, focus on the love, focus on the light, don't focus on the craziness that's going on in the world, because that you will drown. If you focus on the positives, you'll get through this a whole lot easier. Focus on the outcome that we want to see happen. You know, the happiness, the joy, the peace, the unity, people coming together and being happy and helping each other. See that, envision that. I told my husband this morning, I said, you know, the people that want to vote for this continued corruption, let them vote for it. But honestly, it's got to stop. And it's like, I just saw this division line. And on one side of the division are the people that want to vote for the corruption and want to vote for the lies and the agenda. And then on the other side, you've got those of us that get it and we're awake and we don't want that nonsense anymore. And we want peace and unity and love and our control back and stepping into our power. And we want the new earth. But the thing is, that is a metaphor for what's coming. Because you're gonna have the division. And it's not a division thing, so to speak, but it's the 3D, 5D shift. It's not gonna be like part of our country is the people that choose to be asleep and the other part is the people that choose to be awake. But it's which side of that do you want to be on? You know, yeah, in my 3D simple mind, just divide the freaking country. And those of you that want to stay asleep and those of you that want to vote for the corruption to continue and the agenda that has been playing out for hundreds of years to continue, you go on that side of the country and you stay happy over there. Meanwhile, the rest of us are going to be on this side of the country, living in love and light and happiness and joy and peace. And if you step across that line, you better be stepping across to become part of the love and light. Because if not, you will not exist in the love and the light. And I say that, but you really won't. Because the vibration of the love and light, if you're staying in 3D, you won't make it. You just won't. So it's crazy how this stuff, it's like it comes to me, but then the bigger picture pops in on top of it. And it's like, yeah, you got it right. But it's just a bigger perspective. You know, so like I said, there won't be a dividing line down like between Canada and the United States and you got good on one side and bad on the other. Or asleep on one side and awake on the other. But you've got the 3D, 5D shift that is literally what's happening in front of our face. And that's why things feel so crazy right now. That's why, for those of us that are awake, things feel like something's coming. That's why things feel upside down. That's why things aren't resonating with you anymore. People that have been in your life, and with the full moon that's coming in, the Lionsgate energy, tomorrow is another 888. It's the 17th of August, which took me a minute, but 1 and 7 is 8. So it's another powerful day. But what it's doing and all of this, it's like those of us that are awake see the corruption, okay? We see the fact that we understand that they played out the whole Biden crap to wake people up. They're playing out the Harris crap to wake more people up. Now, some people will wake up, but some people will choose to stay asleep even through that nonsense. Don't get caught up in it. Don't get caught up in it. Because it's not who you vote for, it's what you're voting for. You know, do you want to continue the corruption and the lies? Or do you want to step into what we saw 8 years ago? No, 4 years ago. Yeah, 4 years ago. 4 to 8 years ago. Where you had more peace. You had, and sorry, the wind's blowing. So hopefully it's not too bad on the video, but you had closer to world peace than we've probably had in like millenniums. You had a better economy. You had all of, he was like this close. This close. So it's, which do you want to vote for? Do you want to vote for the good or the bullshit? It's not about who. It's, anyway, don't get caught up in it. Stay in your high vibe state because there is a division coming. Earth is evolving. She's tired of being raped, pillaged, and plundered. You know, you look at the number of forests that are just being annihilated. Look at the animals that are just being killed senselessly. The destruction and the disrespect for Mother Earth has got to stop. And she's had enough. She's shaking things up. That's why all this you do have climate control where they're playing this out, but she's had enough. She's shifting to 5D. She wants the peace. A lot of us want the peace. We don't want the wars. We don't want the destruction. We want to live in harmony. It's like I told my husband, we both agree. The house that we move to will already have cleared property. We don't want to have to take down trees for the view, for the property that my horse needs to have grass. It'll already be there. You know, I don't want to have to clear any trees because of that. And we're not going to have to. You know? I mean, sometimes I almost take it to an extreme because I don't even want to cut the grass, okay? But I know. My yard, I enjoy my yard better. I don't have to worry about the bugs and the snakes and all that kind of stuff when my grass is lower. I still have snakes, yes, but at least I can see them. So, but that's where things are supposed to be. Not clearing land just because of money and greed. Not mass producing food for greed. Not pumping animals full of antibiotics and steroids and nonsense and keeping them confined in these tiny little houses just so they can make money on them. No. Or nonsensely going out and shooting an innocent animal just for shits and grins? What? No. If I shoot something, it's because it drew first blood. And it's a survival, it's a protection thing. Or it's sick and it's injured and it needs, I need to end its suffering. That is the only reason I shoot anything. You know, I'm here to protect my animals. Yes, if another animal comes in to threaten that, it will be eliminated. if something else comes in to threaten my existence, I hate to tell you, but it's going to be eliminated. My training is eliminate the threat, not injure it, not disable it, eliminate it. How I do that? I don't know. That's up to whoever it is, whatever it is. You know, if I can pull in protection from the universe and have the universe just protect my house, that has eliminated the threat. Now, if something outside of that happens, then so be it. That's the way that needs to play out. But again, you won't go from your sleepy, you can't go from your sleepy, I choose to stay in fear and anger and hate and judgment and all of those things, and make it in the 5D. You have to be awake. You have to want to shift. And those of us that are shifting and already there, we're ascending, we're continuing to do the work on ourselves. We're continuing to be in the place of love and happiness and joy. And we're grounding in to our peace. Come back to center. Come back to love. Come back to oneness. You know, if you got to walk on earth, if you got to go hug a tree, whatever it is that it takes for you to ground back into peace and your oneness with Source, that's what you need to do right now. Because the shift, the division, however it is happening before our eyes. And people that don't resonate with you anymore, people that drag you down, people that aren't here for your highest and best, now is the time to cut that cord. Is it going to be easy? No. But I'm telling you, it is getting intense for a reason. Because it's the universe's way of saying it's time. It has to happen. Because when you eliminate the baggage, and I don't mean that in a bad sense, but when you eliminate the anchor, the thing that's holding you back, it might sting for a little bit, but I'm telling you, you will be better off. You will feel so much lighter. You will feel so much freer. So, you know, I mean, a friend of mine just went through a breakup. I mean, they've been together like 7 years. It just wasn't working. They both agreed to take their separate ways. She is very awake. She's very intuitive. She's very on point. He was not. She has now found somebody that is awake. It is enlightening. It's lifting to her to be with somebody that's awake. It's like when I met my husband. He knew that there was more. He knew that there was more than that was being told. He just didn't know where to find the answers. Now he has found answers. And he is so much lighter. We help each other. You know? I don't want to say he's woken me up. Woken me up? I'm more awake. I'm in a much better place. I was in a good place when I met him. I'm even in a better place now because things that we've gone up against together has helped me expand my knowledge, has helped me expand my awareness. And it's the same thing for him. Find somebody that's going to help you grow, not hold you back. You know, I told him yesterday, I said, one of the main points on my list of what I wanted my guy to be was he had to get me. Too many people didn't get me. Too many people wanted to argue with me and tell me I was crazy, tell me I was living in la la land, or I was living in a fantasy or daydreaming or whatever. No. I knew I wasn't. You know, if you're there, you know you're not. Find the people that resonate with you. Okay, whichever side of the equation you're on. If you are asleep, find the more people that are asleep. If you're awake, find more people that are awake. Don't keep going back to the people that are asleep, because all they're going to do is, and forgive the dogs, send them love, send them blessings, send them muzzles. But focus on, and I don't even know what I was saying. Don't keep gravitating to those people that are holding you back and keeping you stuck. Find more people that are awake. This is the time. That's why things are so wonky. They're really not wonky. It's just going against what we've known in the past. So yes, you've got another 888 opportunity. You've got a full moon coming in. Use that energy is going to knock you upside the head if you fight it. It's going to cause you more stress if you fight it. You can't stop what's coming. It is a spiritual thing on a level that is bigger than we are. The politics BS is just part of it. Again, all of it's playing out. All of the nonsense is playing out to wake people up. And as I say that, my timer went to 2222. There are people that won't get it. Let them stay. Send them blessings. Send them love. Let them stay in their woke, asleep state. They'll wake up if and when they're meant to. So anyway, I send you love. I'm wrapping up my manifestation class. Oh my God. The videos that I did on that, every single one of them, God popped in and gave more. It is unlike anything I've ever seen before. It is manifestation information on steroids, because it is backed by source energy. Not kidding you. So anyway, once it's out, once it's all together, and I manifested the information that I needed for the class. I mean, how to put it together. I was struggling with bits and pieces of it. I manifested the knowledge. It was like, God was like, here you go. So the class is coming together beautifully, perfectly. I can't wait to launch it. So anyway, I'm sending you love. I'm sending you light. I'm sending you grounding energy. I'm telling you, now is the time to ground. Like you've never ground before. However you do it. If you need suggestions, reach out to me. I can help you with that. I don't care what you study. I don't care if it's Christianity. I don't care if it's Catholicism. I don't care if it's Judaism. I don't care if it's Wicca. I don't care. Find the part of it that talks about you coming back to center and you grounding. And the love. And focus on that. So anyway, I'm sending you love. I'm sending you gratitude. And lots of light. And we will talk soon.